But I think that's why I like the self-tapes, is because you're not hassling anyone, and you're not kind of having actors kind of come in and wasting people's time. You're not wasting their time coming in and having actors take time off work or do childcare arrangements and just schlep into London. You're kind of able to do a lot of this sort of stuff, I guess, remotely. Directors can be wherever they are in the world. Producers can be wherever they are in the world. You can really make good decisions and kind of get quite far along the process before having to meet any actors in the room. I still think it's critically important to meet them in the room. You definitely want to get them in a room and do the auditions, but I just think getting to that point, I think self-tapes are a fantastic way of kind of getting to that point. I think in the olden days, when I think back to how I used to do it, where I would whittle down everybody down to maybe 10 or 20 people that I would then bring in to see the director. And it was, I would bring in actors that I knew were fantastic actors, but as soon as, it happened so many times where as soon as they gave you their interpretation of the role, you just knew immediately it wasn't going to be quite right. There was just something about it that wasn't quite right, and you never really know that until you just see an actor try it. And I know that, within a few seconds, I know they're not going to get the job. I know the director knows they're not going to get the job. I know the actor knows they're not going to get the job. You sense it in the room, and you still spend 15 minutes with them or 20 minutes with them and redirect them. And everybody's very polite to everybody else, but I think everyone in the room knows that it's not really working. And it's just, I just think back to those days, and you just think, and it's not that the actor is a bad actor, it's just, you just don't know. And I think if they just do a self-tape beforehand, it just eliminates all of that. So that the people that do come into the room, once we've seen a self-tape and once the director's had a chance to see the self-tape, and the director more or less will recall people from the self-tapes, it changes the atmosphere entirely in the face-to-face auditions. The director's so keen on seeing them. They know what their approach is. They know, there's still direction to be had, and they're still kind of playing around with the role. But
so you're already at that next level.
Yeah, it changes the entire emphasis of the audition. That first audition is entirely different, and the actors are far more engaged and more comfortable. The directors really enjoy them, and I think the actors do too. I think the actors really enjoy that. There's less of that feeling of starting and realising you've not got the role, and so it just saves everyone, I think, massive amount of time.
Carry on watching at actors-anonymous.com.